Did the IRGC just fire its most advanced 1,450-kilometer precision strike weapon with the singular, terrifying mission to hunt down Benjamin Netanyahu? With unmatched solid-fuel fury, did Iran's highly maneuverable MaRV missile just prove it can completely dodge Israel's most sophisticated air defense interceptors? Were the Prime Minister's fortified office and the Air Force Command both successfully hit during Iran's devastating 10th wave of missile onslaught? Is this terrifying new 500 to 1,500 kilogram warhead warning the ultimate proof that Iran is violently raising the stakes in this escalating war? Bringing absolute Mach 8 mayhem from the skies, has it now become horrifyingly clear that Israel simply cannot stop the Kheibar Shekan? With Israel remaining completely silent, where exactly is Netanyahu after Iran boldly declared that the fate of the Israeli PM remains unknown? Iran's massive military retaliation against Israel is rapidly getting far deadlier, with a fresh attack allegedly aimed directly at Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. On March 2nd, Iran's elite Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps officially claimed that it successfully targeted the Israeli Prime Minister's personal office in a major strike. The deeply fortified headquarters of the Israeli Air Force commander also allegedly faced a devastating Iranian missile onslaught during the same wave of attacks. The powerful IRGC Public Relations Department released an official statement on Telegram revealing highly specific details of the attack. The Iranian guards claimed that Netanyahu's central office was directly targeted and severely hit by a sudden series of overwhelming surprise missile attacks. Iran also specifically alleged that the brazen attack on Netanyahu's personal office was successfully carried out using highly advanced Kyber ballistic missiles. Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps statement said, and I quote, "The office of the criminal Prime Minister of the Zionist regime and the location of the commander of the Air Force of this regime's army were targeted and severely hit by targeted and surprise attacks of Kyber missiles in the 10th wave by the armed forces of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The fate of the Prime Minister of the Zionist regime is shrouded in mystery. Iran's successful missile attacks against the occupied territories in the 10th wave were focused on the governmental campus of the Zionist regime. The achievements of these attacks and supplementary information will be announced subsequently." End quote. Meanwhile, the specific ballistic missile allegedly used by Iran to heavily attack Netanyahu's office is now sitting squarely in the global spotlight. The Kyber Shikhan is a highly advanced, third-generation medium-range ballistic missile fully operated by the IRGC's Aerospace Division. We decode the details of the deadly Kyber Shikhan missile. In terms of military classification, the Kheibar Shekan operates as a highly advanced third-generation solid-fuel medium-range ballistic missile. When looking at its operational range, the weapon can reportedly travel a distance of approximately 1,450 kilometers or roughly 900 miles. This extensive reach easily allows the Iranian military to comfortably strike high-value targets located anywhere across the broader Middle East region. Moving to its warhead design, the missile features a highly sophisticated triconic maneuverable re-entry vehicle design built specifically to evade defenses. The destructive payload typically ranges anywhere between 500 to 1,500 kilograms of highly concentrated explosives designed for maximum structural impact. Additionally, military engineers have successfully developed highly lethal multi-warhead and wide-area cluster variants to maximize battlefield destruction. In terms of speed and evasion, the warhead is uniquely capable of exceeding Mach 8 speeds immediately upon its fiery atmospheric reentry. Specially designed rear aerodynamic engines allow the warhead to perform rapid maneuvers that effectively bypass the most advanced missile interceptors available today. Regarding its launch readiness, the missile utilizes an internal Arrand engine and solid fuel design, which allows it to be kept on constant operational standby. Finally, for its launch platform, the system is rapidly fired from a highly mobile vehicular chassis that can impressively launch 2 missiles simultaneously before quickly relocating. Despite the IRGC's massive claim, there has been almost total silence from official channels in Israel and Netanyahu's office regarding the strike. However, highly placed sources close to the Israeli Prime Minister quickly claimed that Netanyahu is completely alive and well and operating normally after the alleged Iran attack. Terrifying air raid sirens blared relentlessly across Tel Aviv and central Israel on March 2nd as a fresh, overwhelming wave of the Iranian attack commenced. A separate heavy ballistic missile attack on Israel's southern city of Beersheba reportedly injured at least 10 civilians, causing significant structural damage to local buildings. The massive Iranian missile attack on March 2nd was reportedly launched in direct retaliation to the sudden and violent death of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Iran's most powerful figure, Supreme Leader Khamenei, was assassinated and killed in a massive joint US-Israel military strike executed on February 28.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.